Nice enough night, but I should have started with my earplugs in. Around 11 o'clock, there was somebody zooming around rather loudly on the roads here. And it has been raining for a couple hours. So I'm not going to be able to wait out the rain this morning. I'm just going to have to pack up when it's dripping, no big deal. The bigger deal now is that package with my shoes and a couple other things was still in transit as of last night. I'm now 20-some miles away from the Trail Angel. Unless that package kind of pops out of the system and arrives quickly, I'm going to have a major issue here. My shoes are beyond done. I should have replaced them 150 miles ago. And it's beaten my feet up. I mean, the 20 miles yesterday, what should have been relatively easy, but because the foam is gone, you know, it's basically walking barefoot on gravel. And this is just frustrating. Unfortunately, I am not sure there is that much I can do here. I wear size 14 wide shoes, so it's not like they're easy to find, which is why I pre-buy them and why I send them. If it was food I can work around. You know, I can always get to a Dollar General or something. So I pinged Jen last night, but yeah, I don't know. Well, that was a slightly less than lovely packing up. My wet dry storage, since I had to pack up in, you know, a fair amount of rain, is basically dry-ish, wet, damp, and then absolutely sodden. It can be kind of fun to be hiking in the rain for short periods, but while days like this might get some neat video and pictures, they are rarely overly pleasant to go through. I think this was supposed to be the worst day of the rain. You know, it's supposed to be like 1/4 of an inch and then a 1/2 inch at the end of the day. Who knows if that's going to change. More concerning was thunder and lightning. If you watched back when I did the Eastern Continental Trail, I had a near strike in South Carolina. Never mind what happened on the Mississippi. And lightning is one of those things I don't care to mess around with. So if there are down strikes in the area, I'm not crossing any of these farm areas. My plan is just go to ground, set up where I can, continue where I can. Now that is easier said than done sometimes. See, that South Carolina incident or wherever it was, we were just crossing one little field and a storm shot out of nowhere right on top of us. But to me, that's outdoor recreation, you know. You go, you make sure things are viable, and then it's just all about making good decisions as conditions change. This is a warm storm, which that's good in that I don't have any thermal worries, but can make chafing and things like that a little bit of a bigger concern. When I was on the AT and I had storms like this, me and a bunch of other people, we were basically just running around in our underwear because any cloth you just couldn't keep dry. You know, even if the sun comes out, if humidity is high enough like yesterday, you're not drying anything. This ain't the West. So if you see all the beer bottles there, that's usually one of those signs that I don't want to be camped visible along this road. You end up with the people coming out here middle of the night to drink, and you can end up with the angry drunk factor. And that's one of the cases I've seen where incidents have happened. So, hence liking to be out of view or away from roads. Oh, come on, dude. Don't get run over. So my shoes are moving, but they just left Detroit, which is still not a good sign because tomorrow is Sunday. Oh, why does there have to be so many gravel sections out here? The pavement only hurts a little, the gravel is excruciating. So yeah, between the humidity and the sweat, my arms are basically soaked, even having been in the frog togs, which doesn't wet out in the umbrella. Ah, the joys of hiking out east. So this is the road out to Shin Bridge. Suzanne last night was saying I'd probably be safe camping out here, but my feet were just killing me too much. Which sucks. There's always something holding me back, right? Not the worst timing in the world. Next round of the storm hit just as I got to this bridge. I'm holding for a couple of more minutes, but there's no point. Everything's just wet. Well, so far so good. Taking another break at a church. So the package is in Columbus, but unfortunately the chances of it getting delivered today are pretty slim. And with tomorrow being Sunday, they don't do Sunday package delivery, so that basically means it won't be here till Monday. So I'm just gonna have to keep on with what I got, and then one trail angel will pick up the package from the other trail angel and bring it forward to me on Monday. It's okay. If it wasn't my feet killing me, it'd be something else, right? And welcome to Chester Hill. I think I'm gonna go take a break at this diner. Maybe get some more coffee or something. Triple nickel was really good. And the waitress kept bringing me hot coffee, so hopefully that will improve things here. I am now officially overlapping with the Buckeye Trail, but apparently the Buckeye Trail is a good amount of road walking. Go figure. It had just been raining off and on all day. And per the waitress, it's supposed to pour later. I am currently in a dead spot, so I haven't been able to check my forecast, but it does fit with what the sky is looking like. Spirits are not quite at an all-time high, just due to the foot pain. And the moisture from the rain and everything isn't helping as far as keeping my feet functional. I'm about 15 miles in. I got here a little after 2. It's now a little after 3, I think. Haven't decided quite what I'm going to do. There is a trail angel in 7 miles. Billy, that was the person who I mailed the shoes to. Pretty sure the shoes aren't arriving today. I might stay with Billy, or there is public land up ahead, so I could try and push it a little further. It really depends what my feet are going to do. I do love these forest greenery bits. Welcome to an official trail, blazed and all. There's even a far out map that I bought, though it's pretty limited as they go. I've got a track, but I also have that overlaid in Gaia. I bought it thinking I would be able to get water source info, but for the most part, there isn't much in there. That was nice. He stopped to let me know there was a shelter up ahead that he had built. Thought it was a Buckeye Trail hiker, but Of course, I've been hiking solo with barely any traffic coming by. He stops to talk to me, and 2 other cars showed up right behind him. I really don't know much about the Buckeye Trail other than it was a little higher on my list just because it's a little longer than some of the others. Because of this weird lifestyle Jen and I have, you know, there is no going home for part of the summer because we don't have any place to go. So I'm always looking for things that are kind of in that sweet spot, like the Mississippi. Okay, you know, that'll take Jen's entire summer. Oh man, that guy wasn't kidding when he said he built a shelter. Always so many options when I'm not in the market. Might as well take a break here though. And of course, right after I dry my feet off. That's odd. So there's a bunch of weirdness here, but it looks like private road that the Buckeye Trail has an easement for. And then once I cut north, that's where that dog warning is, but it seems like that was just one person. The trail angel says any dogs in the area are now fenced, so we'll see. Okay. Oh boy. So that was only about ankle deep. Oh, so green. Well, that was fun. Hey guy, don't mind me. I assume this is the dogs that lady was worried about. See, that is such a waste of perfectly awesome monkey cages. Okay, I think this is where my shoes should have been waiting for me. So Billy and her sister, super nice, and they offered to let me sleep in a gazebo there, but I've still got like an hour and a half before dark. So I'm pushing on. Filled up water here. So that's where I would have been staying. That does look cool. So as expected, package did not arrive due to the delay. Tomorrow's Sunday, so it'll probably be here Monday. At which point, hiking friend of mine has a sister who is in the area, and she is gonna come grab the package, bring it forward to me so I don't have to get held up, because there's always a time limit. So I've currently done about 22 miles, which I'm pretty happy with considering the state of my feet, the fact that I made it this far. If I can get, you know, another 2.5 down the road, there's a possibility of a cabin, though I was not able to contact the people yet. Billy and her sister were saying, oh yeah, you can probably just see them out doing chores. So I may stop there, otherwise there is a wilderness area a little further on, and that'll be my plan. There's supposed to be more rain coming, which there's more rain coming for the next week, but at least there's no severe thunderstorm warning or anything. I also feel a little more comfortable being on the Buckeye Trail. You can see the blazes. Just seems like people are more accommodating on those official trails. I know the ADT has struggled because they were not able to get official congressional recognition. Story I heard was the road walks were considered to be a little too dangerous around like Annapolis, etc. So I'm Billy back there. You know, this section overlaps with the American Discovery Trail, the North Country Trail, and the Buckeye Trail. So she may see me again twice more over the next couple of years. So I am anticipating 2 more days ish until the new shoes arrive, which is going to suck, don't get me wrong, but don't sweat the small stuff, right? Can't seem to capture it, but I've been hearing turkeys from the woods off to the left. Okay, this is the cabin. Well, damn. Dog, but no people. Well, I assume that's the rustic cabin. So I guess I got to assume it's rented out. It is a Saturday after all. So, wilderness area stealth camp it is, I guess. I tried yelling out and seeing if I could find anybody out here, but no luck. And that dog didn't seem to like me trying to knock on the door. Well, that is a bummer. There was something about a heater and I had dreams of drying my shirt off, but it is what it is. Okay, well, it's not a nice secure cabin, but about the best I can ask for. Wouldn't mind a little more tree cover just in case it storms tonight, but Okay, well, other than the fact I had a heated cabin tangled out in front of me, this is pretty much the ideal camp. Public land, this is some sort of wilderness hunting area. And I walked up, the road is down that way. I can just hear a little bit of traffic from 555, but this is about as secure as I'm ever gonna get. I won't say today was overly pleasant with the foot pain, but you know, I got lunch and I got 24 some miles, I think, so we'll call that a good day. And I'm not like completely wrecked by chafing issues. The big key that I discovered today is rolling up the sleeves on these helps when it's soaking wet. And in general, I like the Jolly Gear because they handle moisture better. When I had a normal sun hoodie and I would jump into the Mississippi, it would stick to me and feel awful, versus these dry out pretty quick. Part of me does kind of wish I'd done the gazebo, just because it would be unique, but oh well. Home sweet home. Well, that takes me back.